Hey everyone, it's Cool Kid here, back again doing another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1022. And you know what I actually like about this chapter? Because it's been a while since we done a chapter where we look, basically like almost all around Onigashima, and that's what I kind of like about this chapter. And I guess anything else I gotta say before I get into the chapter review? I actually do got one thing to say. If you haven't seen Roger's live reaction to the chapter itself, which one, it's pretty good. And two, he got Matt Owens, one of the head writers on the new One Piece live action show. So that's something cool to point out. Plus, it's a really good chapter reaction, and usually I like Roger's chapter reactions, so, I guess that's really it. So, let's get on with the One Piece 1022 chapter review. But, of course, as always, we look at the cover page itself with another rare request, and it's, let's see, a frog playing hide and seek with the Totanas and a bunch of, I don't know how to pronounce this, hydradrana flowers. Hopefully I don't mispronounce it, but yeah, it's just freaking the Totanas playing hide and seek with some frogs. And, well, okay, I gotta be honest, I got nothing to say about this. Usually even the ones that I say, I got nothing to say about it. I even say a little bit, but I literally got nothing to say about it. Ugh. And I mean, I know a while back when I was starting to do these, I did say, I like it when they do different characters than these Straw Hats, but like this one, God, I really hope they do, a cover page series soon, God. But really nothing to say other than just probably get into the, chapter review itself. So yeah, but like seriously, Oda, you gotta do like a cover page series soon. But to the chapter itself, it opens up and then we got the narrator being like over 3,000 members of the animal kingdom. I mean, the beast pirates. I don't know why Viz calls them the animal kingdom, whatever, but yeah, the beast pirates square off against the raid of 5,400 samurai pirate alliance. But the gap was slowly closed thanks to Otama's Kibi Dango strategy. But to pause here, I can't believe it's like, oh yeah, the Kibi Dango strategy. I mean, to be fair, it's crazy to think like, now with like Devil Fruit powers, how, the chai to battle can change almost instantly. I guess, Devil Fruits are kind of almost unpredictable, but, thanks to Otama's, Kibo Dango strategy and the inspired efforts of the samurai and pirates, and, we do get to see, a little map of Onigashima and, all the locations where, each of the Tobi Roppo are knocked down, and then next panel it's like, now the enemy's fearsome Tobi Roppo are down and out, and we see just three separate panels of, well, not all the Tobi Roppo, it's just who's who, that's who. Black Maria and Sasaki all out, and obviously Ulti and Page One are also out, and I did hear some people think, well, maybe they'll come back later in the battle or something, or and they're not fully knocked out. But no, it just kind of, to me, it seems like, yes, the Tobi Roppo are out. So they might come later in the battle, but as for right now, they are not a thing. They are not a part of the battle. And continuing with the narrator, above Wano mainland, Onigashima, the time it has left until it reaches the flower capital is only 15 minutes left. So, I'm having a feeling with this whole thing. It's like, okay. I think Act 3 is going to end when Onigashima drops on the flower capital. I'm going to keep saying it. And I know people are going to be like, nah, that can't be. But I'm saying it, and I'm sticking to it. You gotta stick to it. Unlike Morge with, the raid ending with failure. But, yeah, let's see. I guess we also got, Luffy in the background. We see him, finish eating all the meat, getting ready to go up to Onigashima. And, actually, I guess to stop and think about, the narrator, I don't know, it's kind of weird to see the narrator whenever he shows up in One Piece, because usually the narrator, at least in the manga format, I'm sure the anime is like almost every single episode, beginning and end, the narrator always appears up, but in manga you don't really see the narrator that much in One Piece, so it is kind of weird seeing that. What do I see when I think of the narrator in One Piece? I would say the anime, but it's either whenever there's a narrator in a manga format, I either think of one of two things: the Hunter x Hunter, the Hunter x Hunter, narrator in the anime, or the classic Dragon Ball Z narrator. So that's what I think of, but. Continuing the chapter, after, the narrator saying what he's saying, we go into the third floor of the castle, where we got Raizo versus FUKUROKUJU. Yeah, we're finally going back with that battle, where we got Raizo being and also I should mention, the castle is still on fire up on the third floor, apparently, which, I wonder with, everything from last chapter, Black Mirror trying to, set the castle on fire, and, with this here, it makes me wonder, is the fire going to be important out on the battle, or are we just going to forget about it? Who knows? But, back to what Raizo's saying. He's like, why, Orochi? Why would you serve such a wretched man? FUKUROKUJU? God, I love saying his name. I love saying his name. He's probably my favorite name in One Piece. And then, background people are big, like, oh my god, there's a fact about that, put it out! And then, we got Raizo being like, Ninpo clone jutsu! So, Naruto thing. And then, we got FUKUROKUJU being like, we shinobi exist to serve the Shogun, whoever it is, and he does Ninpo, earlobes, crackers. So he freaking just swings his giant earlobes, which I actually think this was revealed in an SBS or something, that his ninja specialty is fighting with his earlobes. So we're just going back onto that, but crazy, he fights with his earlobes. I guess his long earlobes do serve more than one purpose. But, he continues saying, you speak for yourself. The man you serve is a ghost. And, one of the clone ninjas yells out, you mean Lord Orochi? Then FUKUROKUJU says, that's the real you. And then he attacks the real Raizo with his earlobes, and it hits him. And FUKUROKUJU says, you were too emotional to ever succeed in the way of shinobi, no matter how much skill you have at ninjutsu. And Raizo's like, those very emotions make us who we are. On that fateful day, we laugh together, we cry together, and we perish together with Lord Odin. And now we're merely ghosts driven out to carry the wishes of our lords. And, dude, I actually like this panel where Raizo says this, where we got Raizo, and in the background, we got Lord Odin there, the Chad smiling, and then behind them we got, all the, I guess, representing tombstones, representing that, yes, we're just basically ghosts just to, fulfill this one last mission. And then Raizo continues saying, it was not his order to us, not merely a duty. Each of us chose to follow our emotions and carry out the mission of our own free will. We must we must die to accomplish that. So it be. Today, as long as the dark night of Orochi and Kaido ends, and the glorious sun rises over the land again, Lord Momonosuke shall be Shogun. And okay, and also again, Rise is saying this, we pan out through all over, I guess, Onigashima, seeing currently what each of the red scabbards are doing, especially some of the ones that are possibly dead, including we got Okiku, we got Kanjuro, we got Ashura Doji, and okay. I mean, I know with the Okiku panel, some people are thinking it might be, Okiku is, dragging along, so possibly Okiku could be barely alive. And then there's the freaking bet. Okay, I gotta talk about this every time whenever we have to talk about Ashura Doji. So yeah, with Ashura, on the Runaway Lords, one of the warlords, Samurai Jew, made a bet, and he was like, okay, actually I forgot. I think he said he's not coming back, or he isn't. Honestly, I don't remember what the bet exactly, who made the bet, but one person made, okay, look, I bet, Ashura Doji is alive, or he's actually dead. So, right now it isn't basically, played out and clear. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Ashura Doji is actually, dead. But, we see, everyone else all through the battle, still kicking. Especially with Denshiro. I actually want to know where the hell Denshiro is. But, continuing on. After that scene, we jump through another place. Also on the third floor, we're back with the Hawkens versus Killer fight, which, actually, I don't know, maybe this isn't my favorite moment of the chapter, but, let's get on to it. So, with the Hawkens versus Killer fight, we see that Hawkens is currently in his, I think it's Straw Man form? Oh, God, I don't remember what the form was exactly called, but, the big form where he transforms into, like, a giant straw man with, like, nails for, like, claws. So, we got, Killer saying, Hawkins, how many replacements do you have left in there? And then Hawkins is like, barely. You took my poor outlook. I pity those lives. Oh, no, way. It's Killer that says, I pity those lives. Then he goes to stab Hawkins with one of his blades. And we do notice, one of his, I guess, straw voodoo dolls, obviously gets cut. And he's like, well, there are still a few left. But the real question is, whose lives are they? And then, meanwhile that's happening, we go back to the second floor between, Law and Kid versus Big Mom. And then Law is just like, hey, what's going into? And what's wrong with Eustace? And Kid's like, I don't know, but where the heck did I get this stab wound? So, this little mini scene is basically saying that, Hawkins just somehow got, I guess a voodoo doll of, got a voodoo doll of Kid, and, now the damage is going to be inflicted to Kid this time, because, how it seems from the fight now is, Hawkins got attacked a bunch of times, and many of his extra dolls or lives have been taken out, and he's probably thinking, well, since I got this might be a way for me to win the battle. I'll use, Kid's, Strawman doll voodoo, which actually, to stop that, I actually want to know, how the heck does, freaking Hawkins make, like, a, one of those voodoo Strawman dolls? Maybe he needs a piece of his hair, or a ritual, or something. if he needs a piece of his hair, that's pretty easy because Kid was locked in by Kaido for a while, so Hawkins probably could have gone to the prison on not Onigashima on God, I forgot the prison's name. God, but he could have went to the prison, got a piece of his hair, and then made a straw man doll. I mean, that's how I would probably give a safe guess, but it could be any number of things, and plus whatever it is, as I said earlier, Kid was just locked in prison for a while, so yeah, it makes sense why he has I guess a doll of him, a straw man voodoo doll. And then after that, we go back to the Killer and Hawkins fight, and he's like, no, you're saying that straw doll belongs to me. He's like, it would have been satisfying to allow to kill Kid yourself without you realizing what you've done. But then I decided it would be more entertaining to tell you and watch you struggle to attack me. The only way you could finish me off now is personally killing off your own captain. And then he's like, come on, go on. Put on a good show for me. I like your style. And I think that basically ends that scene there. So, okay. I gotta talk about Hawkins right here. Right, because, I don't know, Hawkins, because, for a while, I kind of think, okay, I think I figured out Hawkins. But now we got him being like, oh yeah, it would have been too easy. I like to make this a little bit sort of fun. Which is really weird, because, I don't know, the perception I got on Hawkins up to that point, I thought it's oh yeah, it just seems kind of weird. I don't know what's, exactly Hawkins, because, I do remember in an SBS that Oda did say that Hawkins follows his, cards to a T. So, I don't know, for the longest time, I had the theory of, okay, Hawkins is immediately going to change sides once his fortune-telling cards basically tell him, it's not going to go well for you, but I don't know. What is up with Hawkins? I really want to know. Because it does seem like he's oh yeah, I'm doing this for my own fun, my own enjoyment, you got there. And then, that's just kind of weird. I still think, still for right now, I still think whenever his cards tell him, yeah, you're not going to survive this, your best chance is running away or flipping sides or whatever. So, yeah, I'm still on board with, that theory. But, how the heck is, are they going to negate, freaking goddamn Hawkins' ability of, extra life, and especially to his captain? Well, I mean, okay. You could try to do an attack that's not, well, it doesn't have to be physical, and, yeah, remember, Kid's missing one arm. Actually don't remember if it's the left or the right arm, but, Kid's missing one arm, so maybe, Killer can try attacking him on the, arm he's missing, so there's that. What's another way? It could be a non-physical attack or something where, he doesn't physically attack him. Okay, I didn't think of this, but I was watching Roger's stream on the chapter, and he did mention something that, voodoo dolls in real life can be negated by, I believe, salt or something, so possibly, Hawkins could be negated due to salt. And I thought, wow, that's a very interesting idea. That could be a really good idea for a callback all the way to Thriller Bark with, the whole thing with the zombies being salt and, possibly Killer's weakness being, not Killer. God, Killer, it's Hawkins' weakness to salt. Why am I keep saying, whatever. But, that's really it. And, is Killer going to win this? Maybe. I don't know. But, it was really cool. I guess another thing to mention is the That, really all we get from the whole Big Mom versus Law and Kid scene is just them being like, hey, kid, are you alright? He's like, the heck, where I got this wound? And we do see, I guess, Big Mom in the background, just cackling there. They don't look particularly damaged. Hopefully we'll get to see more of that fight in the future, but continuing on with the chapter, now we go down to the performance floor on the Skull Dome, and then we got this really cool panel where we got Queen, who is still in his hybrid form, and we got King the Wildfire, and King has just set ablaze to just like a bunch of characters. He's just set on fire, and oh my god, a lot of them are just in writhing pain. God. And we got Queen being like, listen, all you miserable former beast pirates. And King's like, for the price of treason is this very steep. And then we got, I guess, just a random gifter being like, goodbye, where's Marco? He's got to help us with this. And then we just see freaking Marco just knocked down like that. Yeah, and they explain he's reached the time limit of his stamina. We got to find out with Marco knocked down, which, I mean, to be fair, that makes sense. He was literally fighting King and Queen for like most of this battle, so it makes sense by this point. He's just knocked down and winded, and then you got Sanji being like, damn, with the two of them, this is just way too much for me. And we got the samurai, they're looking for Zoro, being like, oh man, where is Zoro? Who could possibly stop them? We'll be wiped down the entire floor. And Sanji's like, hey, Chopper and Miyagi, how the heck is, Zoro doing it? If he ain't getting up, just move him out the way. And they explain, like, well, we gave them the medicine, but maybe it'll take longer. His condition to start out was pretty bad. And Chopper's like, keep your chin up, Zoro. But yeah, like, we got that. I mean, it is still kind of weird to think that, Chopper's a baby, but he talks like an old man. So freaking weird. But yeah, Sanji then goes up to Queen like, well, you want me? I'm right up here. It goes to kick Queen, and they're like, go, Sanji. And then King's like, well, find that Zoro, and we'll put an end to him. They were giving him some kind of strange medicine. We don't want to let him heal up. And then Parasparrow, yeah, we're jumping to a lot of people. Parasparrow's got his candy bow up. He's like, those stupid beasts, they kick so much dust up, I can't see my target. Well, I'll be one to eliminate then smoke Sanji. He's got Sanji and his crosshairs. It's like, well, if you simply marry Pudding, like you were told to, we will have never had to team up with those cretins. And then we got someone in the background being like, hey, that's him, boss. And then we got him. Then we got Parasparrow being like, now die, Jerba's biggest failure. And he's about to shoot the arrow. And then goddamn Nekomamushi comes out of nowhere. And freaking Parasparrow's like, step outside. This is for Pedro. And God, freaking Parasparrow gets knocked the hell through a bunch of walls. And he's like, oh, I'm not done with you yet. And then we go to, I guess, some of the Beast Pirates who didn't flip sides are being like, hey, there's Zoro. And then, we just got some random samurai just carrying Zoro. It's like, oh man, they spot us. We gotta, go faster. We gotta run. And then the king just appears in front of them, and they're being like, "Oh shit, it's King!" And King, readies up a flame, and they're like, "Oh no, please leave us alone." And then freaking we see Sanji's like, "Ah, damn, I have to do everything for your freaking Nase," and runs up, and then when the king is about to do an attack, we got freaking god damn Marco coming back to block the attack. Yeah, he's not out of the battle yet. He blocks it with Undying Thistle. And also, the king's flame attack is Imperial Flame. And then Marco's like, "Oh, I've heard from tales long ago that the race of people atop the red line could burst into flames. And what do we have here? King the Wildfire?" I'll talk about this at the end of the chapter since we're pretty close. And then we got Queen's being like, "So you're still alive, Marco?" And then King's like, "Now, would that mean?" Then the both of them get ready to charge up and attack. The Whitebeard pirates are supposed to be dead. And Marco's like, whoa, okay, I give up. I'm satisfied at this point. This is all I'm doing today. And then suddenly, like that, Sanji just burst out of his I guess cast or splint or whatever it's supposed to be, and Chopper has this surprise face, and we like literally, Marco does the glasses thing where he's like, "Wait, it's time for the stars to take up the stage," and then immediately both of them, we got Zoro. Where's my damn sword? All the way over there. You know what? Let me just get it. I really should remember to put it at the right place so I don't have to go way too far off when I'm recording. But yeah, we got Zoro being like 3 sword style, purgatory. Oh, and then Sanji's like Diablo Molten. And then both of them attack King and Queen respectively with Onigiri and Mallet. And oh my god, it's such a cool panel where both of them pull up 2 awesomely cool attacks with, Zoro with Purgatory, Onigiri. And then we got Molten freaking Mallet. And it's, oh my god, it's so damn cool where, they get such a big, awesome attack against both of them. And the last panels of the chapter are just Zoro saying, "Hey, Twirly, once we conquered this battle," and then Sanji's like, "Yeah, we're going to catch a glimpse of Luffy being the king of the pirates and get their heads there." And I believe we have no break. So yeah, no break. Actually, I don't know if this is true, but from what I'm hearing, for like, the next 3 weeks, we should be getting a new chapter, and soon we should be getting the a special color page spread, which includes the whole freaking, what is it, the global popularity poll spread of the top 50 characters. So, yeah, definitely excited to see that. But, yeah, the chapter ends, and oh my god. This moment at the end is so cool, where we finally got Sanji and Zoro back again. As Robin said, the wings for the king of the pirates. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, obviously, King and Queen aren't, knocked out yet. But, man, I'm really excited to, finally get into those individual fights with, Zoro back up, who is probably, he's probably only going to be good enough for a King fight. And Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, he could debatably continue to fight, King, which I still believe at the end, basically everyone who's left is just going to fight, Kaido. I really do think that's what's going to happen, but yeah, I guess what should I talk about other than it's finally good to see those two back. The wings of the king of the pirates, and as they said after this, they're going to catch a glimpse as Luffy as the king of the pirates, because I still think this after Wano is said and done, I think we're basically going to get into the final saga. It's going to be very clear. It's like, oh yeah, One Piece, it's going to be ending soon. And, I know what's Oda said about One Piece ending in 5 years and everything. And, well, I don't think it's ending in 5 years, or probably at this point, maybe 3. But I don't believe that. But what I do believe is it's basically what I was saying, like, look, okay, 2020, it's going to be by the end of this decade, One Piece will be over. I do not think One Piece is coming back to be like, oh yeah, One Piece will be continuing until 2035. No, the 2020s, last decade of One Piece. It's going to end sometime this decade, and this line, just prove it to me. That we're getting ever so closer. Like, yeah, One Piece, it's going to be ending soon. So be prepared. Just be prepared, and everything. But I really should talk about the whole thing with King, and Marco, as he stated, a race of people atop the red line who could burst into flames, and we have here King the Wildfire. So, okay. I mean, I think for a while we kind of figured out that obviously King has to be some kind of new race of something that we haven't seen. I'm still thinking that King is part of a some kind of sky race. And actually, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, King's Race used to live on the red line," and I thought, well, what if it's not exactly on the red line? What if the people on Marie's Walk can just about see these people? They I don't remember how tall the red line is, but I believe it's in Sky Island territory. It's plenty that tall, so it's possible that a Sky Island at one point could be, near enough to, the red line, and maybe the people there got off to, to stay on the red line, or maybe if the island's close enough, because, the one thing that's bothered me for a long time is, do, the world government know about Sky Islands? Because, and it's not just like, oh yeah, Luffy just went to a Sky Island one time, it's no big deal. We also know that Nami went to a Sky Island. Rouge, is freaking a sky race. I don't think he's Skypian. I forgot the exact race of Rouge. And then, freaking Kaido jumping off a Sky Island. And, all these, it's just something that has always bothered me. It's like, does the world government know anything about the Sky Islands? And if so, why haven't they really gone after it? And I don't know. To me, my personal answer is probably just, oh yeah, it's it's in the sky. They gotta take care of trying to control everything in the world down below before getting to the sky. But maybe it's definitely possible. Maybe at some point a Sky Island got close to the red line, and and maybe that's how the world government learned the existence of the sky races, and they most definitely. I'm from how this is. Mark was at least saying it. It's like, these people were probably erased from the world government. King is probably one of the few, if not the last surviving member of his mysterious flamed winged race. I don't know what exactly, but it's definitely interesting that it was on top of the red line. Mystery, mystery, mystery. I don't know. I still think this is pulling from us, like, yes, Sky Islands, they're definitely going to be important. I'm just going to say this. I hope to God, before the story ends, we go back to a Sky Island again, because I really want to see the Sky Islands, alright? Just something I just want to see that, guys, okay? But no, I'm actually kind of curious about the history of King's race. And anything else I need to really say about King? I mean, it is interesting that we haven't seen, because right now he's just in his human form or whatever race he's supposed to be. So I mean, he hasn't transformed hybrid. I'm actually here. I'm very excited to see when he goes hybrid against Zoro. He didn't do that for Marco, but to be fair, Queen didn't do that either for Marco. So, yeah, and all this time Queen's in his hybrid, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Very excited to see, Zoro versus, King the Wildfire, and whatever will Zoro do, be a badass and take him out. I'm just excited for that. I guess I should also mention that Nekomamushi, he's now officially fighting goddamn Sparrow, which I don't know. I mean, okay. I'm just going to throw this out there. Maybe Nekomamushi might get an assist by Carrot or Wanda. Maybe they'll recover back up enough to help Nekomamushi, because okay, I'm just going to say this. I don't like the fact that Carrot is just now done with. We skipped over her fight. I want to see more of Carrot. And I hope we see more of Carrot because, okay, look. If I gotta be straight with you, if Carrot does not, I don't know, like, okay, if Nekomamushi doesn't survive this, there's no way Carrot's for Straw Hat. And, I know a lot of people are saying, what about, Yamato for Straw Hat? And I like Yamato. I do. I most definitely think Yamato is definitely joining the Straw Hats. But the thing is with Carrot is, I like Carrot a lot. I want both Yamato and Carrot to join the Straw Hats. And if, I mean, because Carrot at this point has been, almost forgotten now. I don't think either in Act 1 or Act 2 she did nothing. I can't think of a fucking thing she did during, the first 2 acts of Wano. She went up to, Sparrow, be like, this is for Pedro. And, get her ass knocked out almost immediately. So I want her to do something cool. And, hopefully Nekomamushi doesn't die. Because if he dies, there's no way Carrot's joining the crew. Because, everything with that. So maybe, what else I could talk about? I talked about, the whole thing with Killer and Hawkens plenty. So I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious how Oda is going to tackle. I don't know if the negation, but maybe a way you can work around Hawkens and his powers, or maybe at a certain point Hawkins will be looking at his cards. He'll be like, wait a minute. Oh, my cards to say run the hell away from here. Actually, speaking of Hawkins, we haven't seen X Drake, who I think last time I checked, he's fighting Apu, which, okay. Here's what I'm saying about this. Apu, first chance he gets, he will run I still think Apu, by the end of the day, will run away. Because I'm actually kind of curious what's actually going to happen to Apu after this. Is he going to quit becoming a pirate? Because, you got to think about it for Apu. Because, Apu, he was one of the supernovas. And then, when he went to the New World, he's like look, okay, I can't become king of the pirates. These guys, like the Yonko, there's no way we can beat them. We have to fight them. All right, guys. We have to fight them. We have to not fight them. I mean, we have to join them. That's the only way we'll be able to even come close to getting the One Piece. And you know, I wonder, because after this, he's like, okay, look, I did my own crew. I joined a Yonko fleet, and it didn't work. I'm just going to quit becoming a pirate. Either that, or he's probably just going to be like, you know what, screw this. I'm going back to paradise. That's it. So yeah, I'm actually kind of curious with that. Also, I guess that also puts in question of X-Drake. Actually, I mean, X-Drake, that really does ask the question. I mean, does he want the One Piece? Because all the supernovas want the One Piece. Yeah, who knows? But I really want to see more of X-Drake, because I really want to know what he's doing. And, you know, connections to swords and everything, and you know, I still think it's definitely a possibility the Marines might come to Wano. Well, okay, I think if the Marines come to Wano, it's probably going to be, well, not after the battle. Maybe. I think I've talked enough about that. Then we got Raizo versus FUKUROKUJU. You know what? Screw this. FUKUROKUJU. I'm just going to set this down. Yeah, so FUKUROKUJU, who I love saying his name. God, I gotta love that shirt. And yeah, I guess that's really it. I still think, you know, Act 3 is going to end when Onigashima drops. I know some people are being like, what? Come on, it won't drop on the Flower Capital. It'll drop on the Flower Capital. I guarantee you that. Or, you know, look, okay, I'm going to stick to my guns and say that's what's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, you guys can call me out on that shit. I can promise you that much. You know, I will admit my faults. I'll promise you on that. But, yeah, I'm definitely excited to see next chapter, which, I don't know what's going to happen really next. I don't think we're going to really see what's happening. Oh, hey, look, it's freaking my camera decided to stop recording for some reason. But, yeah, just to end this off, if I had to guess what's happening next chapter, I think we're going to find out what's up with Luffy, anything else pertaining to where else maybe we'll get more, you know, Sanji and Zoro fighting their, you know, respective powerful foes. But, yeah, that's all I got. You know, this was a pretty good chapter. I do have to admit, I did like it. And as I said earlier at the beginning, I did like, you know, that we not just really focused majority on one fight, but it was like, okay, here's a refresher. We'll take little pieces of what's happening on Onigashima. Just a refresh and giving you an update. Yeah, it's going to fall any minute now. Only 15 minutes away. So we'll see what happens with that. But I guess I'll see you guys next time when the threat of Onigashima dropping on the Flower Capital ever inches closer and closer and closer. Yeah, so, yeah, I guess this ends the video here. What stupid thing I should say? I don't know. Guys, okay. What is your favorite, like, you know, announcer in, like, a show or an anime or whatever? You know, just want your opinions or whatever. I mean, actually, just to stop you here, I want to throw this out. I don't think people respond since it's so late, but okay, what do you guys think about me doing an Owl House video? Because I like Owl House. I got up to the show. We're in hiatus, but I really do like the show. I want to talk about it, but my only problem is I have no idea how am I going to structure the video. Because I don't know. Should I just talk about it, or should I talk about Lumity or any other thing about the Owl House? Maybe a theory. I just don't know how I I want to do an Owl House video. It's just my biggest problem is I don't know how I'm going to structure it. So yeah. Oh, and also I'll be watching Amphibia soon. So yeah, I'll make sure to watch True Colors, which apparently to half of everyone is the best episode of American animation ever. I'll see about that when I catch up. But yeah, see you guys later. Dude, I seriously want to do an Owl House video. One of these days, I gotta figure out how if I'm going to do it, how I'm going to structure that.